Hello. Okay, today I'm going to show you velvet grass, and it was one of my favourite grasses growing up as a kid because it is just so smooth and just lovely to touch. It's so smooth and soft, and I loved the look of it. It just looked gorgeous. So I'm going to show you some velvet grass now. Now this is all growing here. So this is velvet grass. And you see the tops there, the top of the strands have got a slight, I'll show you on this one, got a slight pinky tinge. And it's probably why I loved it so much as a kid. My dog's just about to walk through the whole lot. So this actually grows really tall, okay? So it'll grow to about, you can see, it's quite prolific. It loves growing in bunches of its own. It takes over quite literally. But excuse it, my daughter's actually there as well. She's just sneezed in the background. And it literally goes on for the whole of the season. So it'd be spring, summer, autumn. It's really tolerant to cold climate. So our climate would be quite good, but it's not tolerant to frost. Okay, so as soon as the first frost arrives, boof, it disappears quite literally. So this velvet grass is just gorgeous. Okay, not only is the seed head on the top really smooth and kind of tactile, but the actual grass bit, if you feel, that's where the name comes from, velvet. If you feel up the leaf, that's where the velvet comes from, so the velvet grass. Okay, so I'm just going to show you. So if you run your fingers up the leaf like that, it actually does feel like velvet. It's so cool. Okay, so for me as a kid, because it was so tactile, it was such a cool feeling, and it was pink. It was absolutely my favourite grass of all time. But it's actually quite beautiful when you see it in clumps. So this is literally just coming in now. So you've got all the lovely purple, and this will keep going all the way through the season. So it's a prolific seed producer. As you can see on all the heads, there's so much seed there. And it's actually, this seed is quite light, so the seed will actually go off in the wind, and it will be eaten by animals and taken away by animals, and actually mowers as well is a really good. I mean, you find these on a lot of the verges that get mowed by private people and by the council and things like that, and actually when they're mowing this down, that produces enough momentum for those seeds to go flying everywhere, and they start again. But when they do come, they come in clumps, and it's very invasive for the plants around them. Now this clump, as you can see, we've got vying for room here. It's in there with thistle. Now thistle is also quite invasive. It's a very strong plant, so that will literally bully its way up through the grass. There will be no problem with that. But it's also got some meadow buttercups growing in there too, and they will put, meadow buttercups actually are quite cool because they will grow through and around other stuff, and their leaves, because they're on the stem, they'll just grow up so their leaves can actually get to the sunlight, and obviously their flowers love the sun as well, so they will just grow tall and they'll grow above it, which is fine. But there you go, velvet grass, fabulous, love it. Just give you another look, velvet grass. Go and find some, go and feel it. It's so tactile, it's gorgeous. Just run your fingers, literally just run your fingers up the stem and up the seed head. Oh, it just takes me back to my childhood. There you go, velvet grass. Have a great day. Bye bye.